Hello there, and welcome to this, the Juhadre podcast, in association with Rated R Esports.
Where who the hell knows where this conversation is going to take us?
Well, let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome to this, the 5th episode of Season 2 of Juhadre. I am Juhadre.
I'm Alvatross
And we have our video working again. I shouldn't say that out loud, should I?
My bad.
Until we get it all going. We're so glad you decided to join us today. Alvatross, how are you?
I still am in funny of my last comment.
Yeah, we had a good time setting up for the show today. So, because our video didn't work last week, you and I decided that we were going to wear the shirts that Blaine gave us. So,
yeah, we had these
give that
shirts.
a show here.
Mine says, I can fix everything except stupid. Except for stupid.
Well, I remember last week you said, I can fix everything stupid. It was very funny to me.
I can fix a lot of stupid.
Yeah. And then mine is the Llamageddon. I think this is so funny. I don't understand why, but llamas make me laugh.
We know.
I had a really good time with this.
Yes.
So let's go over our announcements really quick here. Okay. The League of Legends team played their first round in the Focus Championship Series.
And this is the new team you just put together, right?
Yes. Yeah, we put the team together only a week or so ago.
And how many players do you have at the moment right
It
now?
will always be 5 total.
Well, no, you have 5, but...
So 3 of them have 100% signed on. They're in and they're ready to go.
Okay, that's what I meant. It's like how many are like, we understand this time, we're committed.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 so far.
Okay, good.
But we have another guy pretty set on it. He'll be playing tomorrow rather, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Mm-hmm. And you can check that out at twitch.tv/ratedr_esports. Follow that main Twitter at rated_r_esports, and there should be a tweet going out right before the game goes.
Yes, and that's also on our Slink link, correct?
It is on our Slink link.
Yes, so anything you need is all on our Slink link. It's so much faster.
Yeah.
So typing all that crap out.
Shift underscore. It's so
annoying.
much. And you know what? It's Rated R is aware that it's annoying, and they're trying to fix it. When we talked with Proden, he said that.
Which is why I like the Slink link. Anytime I do something, I just show my brother-in-law. He goes, "How do I follow you?" I was like, "Click Slink link." Mm-hmm. He's just like, "Oh, it's all right there."
Yeah, it's a really cool thing.
I was like, "Yeah, it's all right there, idiot."
Okay, so then the next thing is we are going to give a shout out to So As It Clothing.
Yes.
This is the hat that I wear. It's very comfortable. Has this fancy little alien on there.
Mm-hmm. It is adjustable, so it's a type of snapback.
Shirt.
And then the shirt.
I have to tell you, like, Bleen, you and I have been friends a while, and I love this shirt. I think it's hilarious, but
it's a good-looking shirt, to be honest.
And it's more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, red's not my color, but if you go on their site, they've actually got a lot. And you can customize them so that your gamer tag is on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if yours isn't on this one.
No, not on this one. I didn't want to put the extra money into that just in case it wasn't good, but I tell you what, it was worth every penny.
Oh, actually, that is really comfy. This is the first time I've actually touched this, because you're always wearing it.
I know. And so, if you go to soezicclothing.co, that is also on our Slink link, and when you're checking out, use code JUPADRE. No dashes, no spaces, no capitals, JUPODRE.
Yes, and all the proceeds that we get from that go into a fund to help with this podcast.
It'll save you 15% on that purchase. So, head over to So As It Clothing. They're very comfortable. You can see their good-looking stuff, and you won't regret it. I promise that.
No,
and they promise that.
You really liked it.
Yep. Alrighty. So, Albatross, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Are you sure?
I always do.
Then let's go ahead and get started. What, in your opinion, is the best human-animal hybrid from fantasy?
In my opinion?
In your opinion.
I can't think of that just in like...
So you don't have an answer?
No, not right now. Well, then, it's because I'm thinking of like the last 5 episodes of Rick and Morty.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, some of the shit you see on that, it's just Oh.
It's weird.
I don't know. You'd actually... Okay, fine. I admit, this time I don't have an answer. I'd actually have to think about that.
All right, then while you're thinking about it, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today is in games, because that's what we deal with a lot is games, video games, and those type of things. I'm a very big fantasy fan. I like the Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
I agree. I'm very big into that stuff. It's because it's something that's not realistic in a way. It's awesome. Like the cosplay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never do it because I don't have the patience for it. But it's awesome. I love it.
And so it's actually funny you bring up the cosplay because when we were in San Diego, on our way to San Diego, we talked about stopping in Vegas where we saw a human-animal hybrid cosplay. It was that.
Oh, yeah, the
satyr.
big-tittied saber.
Satyr.
Satyr.
A saber is a sword.
That's, yeah. But big-tittied satyr.
Yes. I will say satyrs are not my favorite human-animal hybrid.
No, but I mean, it was also Vegas. You see all that there.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Pikachu and Mickey and Minnie.
Mm-hmm. We didn't see, however, a centaur.
Nope.
Could you imagine seeing a centaur wandering around?
That'd be weird.
It would be really weird.
I know what a centaur is.
That wasn't what I was going to ask. But you've been up close to horses, right?
Yeah.
So imagine a human torso that high off the ground. Mm-hmm. That just blows my mind. Like, what? How do you give that person a hug?
I don't know. Probably like hugging a midget.
What? in reverse, right? Where you're the midget.
That's all I can think of is like.
Okay. The mer people, I think, is my favorite.
You like mer people?
I think I do.
You know, I've always had a fascination with the ocean. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Just sea creatures. I like water, but I am deathly... sorry, I shouldn't say it. I am very afraid of water I can't see the bottom in, though.
Right.
But yes, no, that's... I could see that one. I don't know. There's so many out there that it just depends.
Yeah.
It really does. I don't think I could ever have just one specific human creature hybrid. I don't know. Because every situation is different. I remember growing up and I was very big into Animorphs.
You were too?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my wife and I read that like last year.
I read all those books and I remember watching it. It used to come on right after Goosebumps.
Oh, okay. I remember it coming on TV. I didn't know it was after Goosebumps.
I think it was after Goosebumps.
I don't know. We got the VHS tapes.
We watched it every Saturday morning.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But
I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you liked the Animorphs.
I was very big into it. It was really cool. I was big into imaginative stuff.
Right.
Just fantasy and stuff that wasn't realistic, which is funny because my parents thought that. They still to this day say that one day I came home and was looking for Pikachu, and I'm like, really? I think that was just their excuse to get us to stop watching Pokemon because they thought it was so stupid. So I'm like, a yellow mouse?
That's pretty good.
I'm not an idiot. I was in junior high when they were like, no more Pokemon.
Okay.
They thought, I'm like, you guys are stupid. I know the difference between reality and non-reality.
Yeah.
But
Animorphs is this fantastic science fiction story about... Hold on.
I couldn't tell you anymore.
Four. Nope, it is 5. 5 teenagers who stumble upon an alien who has this technology in a cube.
Oh, yeah, and he wanted them to continue on with his... Mm-hmm.
So he crash lands.
I'm like remembering bits and pieces.
And he's gonna die. He gives them this cube where if you touch it, it's not magic, it's a technology they developed that if you touch another creature, it absorbs part of their DNA and adds it to you. And if you focus hard enough, it will transform you into that creature.
Do you remember the first animal that the boy transformed into? The boy was the girl, the boy. One of them transformed into the first one.
The very first one. I cannot remember specifically. I want to say it's the hawk, the red-tailed hawk.
And I'm remembering a golden retriever.
Oh, okay.
They were in the log and some dude was looking for them and, I think they're in there. And then 2 dogs run out of it.
No, that was later in the series.
Was that later in the series?
I'm pretty sure.
That's the episode that I can remember.
No, I'm pretty sure the first transformation.
Was it the red dog? Okay.
I don't want to give too much away, but one of them decides he's going to try it while everyone else is really skeptical. And he shows up as the hawk and is like, dude, it works. And then it starts freaking out. And then they use this technology to thwart an alien invasion of Earth. It's a wonderful story.
Like I said, it's been so long since I've seen it.
Yeah. My wife and I read through all of the books.
Like a year ago?
About a year ago.
I'm actually impressed.
We have them upstairs in our guest room. I'm surprised you haven't
no,
seen them.
I have seen those. Yeah, I think we've had this conversation before, talking about how...
Man, I don't remember.
It's okay. It's okay. There's actually quite a few things I've gone back from my childhood. One of them I really, really regret and wonder why the hell I liked it. Bananas in pajamas.
The bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
Oh, man. I can go back in time and just kick myself.
Right.
Oh.
You know, the bananas in pajamas were okay.
That's not my favorite human creature hybrid, though.
Well, obviously.
Stupid bananas.
So we've talked about those. You're familiar with what a chimera is?
It sounds familiar. You'd have to remind me.
So a chimera is any combination of multiple creatures.
Kind of like a griffin.
Yes, it is a chimera of sorts. It just has its own name.
Okay.
The most famous one is from the Greek mythology, where it was basically a lion that had an additional head that was a goat and a snake for a tail.
Okay.
And I guess it had wings too, and it could breathe fire. And that's the most famous one. But the concept of a chimera is
the only one that I think is most famous is the griffin, because that's what was portrayed most in...
Yeah, but again, it has its own name, and
Yes.
so most people don't associate it as a chimeric beast.
You know what? That is true. I do remember that, because I had a teacher who was in junior high that was super big into the Greek and Roman mythologies, and that was a really fun class. I loved it.
I believe it. It's one of the most fascinating things to me is creatures and characters that come from them. It's what makes the world so exciting to me.
If you think about it, Diablo's kind of based off of that a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, because you got... I can't even think. I'm remembering all the creatures, and just... I mean, it's the same kind of concept. You've got the gods, No, because that one has angels.
Yeah, it's just the angels of the high heavens.
Age of Mythology. I played that game a lot. That's what I'm thinking. Not Diablo. Why the Diablo? Oh my god. Everybody's probably listening like, who the fuck is this guy, Diablo? So yeah, I played Age of Mythology a lot, and that was pretty interesting because you learn more about that. I used the cheat Wrath of the Gods all the time.
Of course. So then let me ask you this. Can you name a good spider?
No. They're all bad. Burn the house down.
Bleen's raising his hand over there.
Okay,
So
Bleen.
Bleen,
Charlotte.
from Charlotte's Web.
Nope, spider, burn it down.
Yikes.
Nope, burn it down.
Did you ever see the movie A Bug's Life?
Burn it down. Burn it. I don't care. Even if one came up, James and the Giant Peach, burn the peach.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about James and the Giant Peach.
I really wanted to watch that movie, but I don't have it.
Yeah. But that's another thing that it comes to mind that I had written down for character things. The vast majority of the time, a spider is a villain.
Yeah, it's because most people portray that as something scary.
Because you
have
the exact same
arachnophobia.
thing.
I have arachnophobia, so it'll always
You're
be an enemy.
actually phobic?
Yes.
Really?
I hate spiders.
I'm learning all sorts of stuff about you.
Oh, man, I hate spiders. I was making a peanut butter jelly sandwich once, and there was a spider between me and the bread. Me and the peanut butter. I had to sacrifice a piece of bread just to kill that spider. I was not just going to go over it. I was going to kill the damn thing. I was grab my bread out, peanut butter.
So then I don't know that you're phobic.
Oh, I'll kill it. They are not.
Right, and that's what I mean. Is the arachnophobia would mean you couldn't even be in the same room. You would leave the room because you're so terrified.
Oh, they make me. I'm terrified, but I'm going to kill the damn thing. It's me or them.
It's always them.
No, it's me. I'm gonna live.
That's right. See, I was on the side of which of you was gonna die.
If I see a spider in my apartment, I will hunt that damn thing down.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll kill them all.
And it actually came off of a time when I was in high school. I'm not explaining this to the public. I was in adoptive care, and my roommate at the time, we had this weird 2x4 in our house. Not weird 2x4, just had a 2x4. It just said I don't know why it was lying around.
Okay.
And we killed the spider with it, and then there was this other spider that just looked dead for 2 weeks. right next to it. After we killed the one that was definitely alive, the other one just started moving. We're, what the hell? So my roommate, because we're big Supernatural fans, be gone, demon, and just smashes it. And ever since it became the demon stick, but that's when I became like more terrified of spiders, because that basement apartment was just filled with them. She refused, the lady upstairs, my adoptive mom, I gotta be honest, she was kind of cheap. I don't blame her, because so am I. But she refused to have the house sprayed. And so there were always so many spiders. As soon as it got cold outside, our house was swarming them, because they'd always come into the warmth.
That's freaking
scary. It was bad. It was bad. And it just terrified me even more. I just hated it so much.
So yeah, the only 3 good guy spiders of which I'm aware: Charlotte from Charlotte's Web,
Burn it.
James and the Giant Peach,
Burn it.
which is a new one that I hadn't thought of, and Rosie from A Bug's Life.
Burn it.
I agree with you. I am not a fan of spiders.
No.
But
I am a fan of... you know what? I'm not going to touch it. Oh, I want to touch it.
I know you want to touch it.
Tweet us any of your...
if you know any other good guy spiders. Spider-Man does not count. He does not count because he is not a spider.
No.
He's
is he a human creature hybrid?
Technically, no, because he doesn't physically change.
Okay. So wait, do they have to physically change, or can they just be perfectly like that? Because the centaur...
Physically changed.
Okay, so you're saying they're physically changed as in they're different. Okay. See, I'm thinking like, you mean they shapeshift into something else?
Not shapeshift, just...
Different.
Yeah, so like, in Futurama, which I recently started watching again.
Oh, I love that
Dr. Zoidberg is an animal-human hybrid because he's humanoid but has crab claws and a squid face. That's a hybrid between a human and another creature. A centaur has the upper body of a person.
I don't know if I would say that he was a human hybrid, because he's just a different species of but not human.
Right.
He's just a different species, but not there. He's not human at all.
No, nor would I. I'm sorry if I made it sound like I thought that. He's a humanoid.
I still disagree,
human-esque.
because if you look at all the other creatures, the slime creatures, what's his name? Lur of Omicron, Persei 8.
Yes.
He's not a humanoid either.
He is humanoid.
He's a troll. Troll.
Trolls are humanoids.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
if it's bipedal on 2 legs, has 2 arms and a face, that's humanoid.
That's weird that we're basing everybody off of our own species. Oh, you're a humanoid. What? No, I'm a crab.
Well,
That
what
walks
other
on 2 legs.
species speaks and can name it? Like,
A parrot?
yeah, all right. I'll give you that.
I don't know. I think the humanoid is being too defined to everybody being judged against a human. In a sense, where I'm like, no, they're their own species.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying I don't like calling it humanoid when I'm like, but just because it walks on 2 legs and can talk doesn't mean it's humanoid. That I don't consider that humanoid.
Well, there you go.
Because it's other species. Like, why can't there be another species that walks on 2 legs and talks? It doesn't mean that they're human in a way. See that? Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of.
we're trying to base everything off. I don't like that. That's just my opinion. I'm like, why can't they be their own? So
I don't know.
but oh well. But I do love Futurama. Oh, bite my shiny metal ass.
So then, tweet us at Juhadre your favorite human-animal hybrid, such as a centaur or a satyr.
Yeah,
or
and
a
your
merperson.
opinion on humanoid. What do you think about that?
And then also, if you know of any other good guy spiders.
No, burn them all. There are no good guys spiders. Burn them all. Burn them all.
And with that, let's go ahead and transition into our segment called What the F.
And we still don't have a transition. Damn it.
And here we go. That was our transition.
Okay.
We were having some
Learning abilities.
Yeah, we're
learning.
We're getting it together. All right. And so, the weekly What the F, Alvatross.
Do you want me to go first?
I want you to do the poll from last week.
Oh, that's right. Okay. The poll from last week, which technically, oops on my part, still has 4 hours and 13 minutes left as of right now. But this isn't live, so if you were actually going back to it. I'm not sorry.
All right, let's
Anyways,
see.
Okay, so to recap, last week, Bleen had procedure people.
Yes.
Juhadre had male fail. Mm-hmm. And I, Alvatross, had Karen. I didn't add the FU part because some people, when they just see the F word, they just move on. So I'm just like, you know what? Oh well. Anyways, so procedure people didn't get anything.
Aw.
0%. Sorry, Bleen. Male fail got 20% of the 5 votes.
Nice.
Only 5. Come on.
That's 1 out of 5.
Yeah. And Karen got 80%.
Congratulations.
So I got 4 out of 5. Yeah. Fuck you, Karen. What the F?
I did vote for Karen.
I did as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
you were also
sucks
in the
that our
moment.
votes are basically our own votes. Damn it.
Yeah, well.
Well, keep going. We'll get more. Okay, so this week, do you have a what the F?
I do have a what the F.
Okay, Juhadre, let's hear your what the F.
I went to a place called the Classic Fun Center with some friends of mine from my last neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I got some tickets, and I decided I was going to get a little Go Fish game. Mm-hmm. Until recently, I didn't really think much about it, but then the other day, last week it was 2 weeks ago, when my family was in town and I had to leave early.
2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago. Okay.
2 weeks ago.
For some reason, I pulled that out. I wanted to play Go Fish with my nieces, but they were too preoccupied wrestling with my wife.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they love roughhousing with her.
They're kids. Mine likes to do the same thing.
And so I pulled that out, and I was like, you know what? I have never read the instructions to Go Fish.
No. Back up. Are we playing Go Fish, the one where you got the magnetic...
No, the card game where you get matches.
Because I had 2 different Go Fish games growing up.
Well, there you go. I'm
3
talking the card
You
game.
include my actual, Go Fish.
So
Reel and rod.
on the box, it said 37 playing cards.
Okay.
Or 37 cards.
Yes.
So I pull it out, and there are 36 cards of 9 different fish.
Okay.
So there are 4 of each kind of fish. Mm-hmm. But then the other one was an instructions card, and I was like, I have never read the instructions. How would you describe microphone as a dictionary?
Something that records sound.
Okay. So now describe the game Go Fish as if explaining it to someone who's never played.
You draw 5 cards. I'll go first. Do you have any 2s? No, you don't. I'm going to draw from the deck then. Your turn.
Okay, that's very basic, but now you have to remember, what about 2s? How many 2s are there? Who gets to go next? What happens if they don't have any 2s? Those type of things.
It's been so long since I've played, that's all I remembered.
But so I wanted to read through the rules, see how they explain it. And it said if you have 1 to 2 players, deal...
1 to 2 players? How do you play Go Fish with yourself?
You have a point. I don't remember exactly the number, but I think it was 2 to 3 players, you needed 5 cards to each person. Okay? But if you had 4 to 6 players, it said deal 56 cards to each person.
It said deal 56 cards.
To each person.
That's really what it said.
Yep.
Please tell me you brought this.
No, I left it at home.
Damn!
I looked at the instruction card, and it said there are 37 cards in this deck. If you have 4 to 6 players, deal 56 cards to each person.
Oh, it's probably missing the hyphen in there. 5 to 6 cards.
Why would you do 5 to 6 cards? It should be a definite number. And it's 5 cards if you have 2 to 3 players. So someone didn't edit that appropriately.
No, somebody didn't follow procedure.
I like the callback.
See how important that is?
And so that's my what the F. How do you deal 56 cards to 5 different people? That's 280 cards. That's 300 cards. That's 10 times what's in the box.
So there weren't enough fish in the sea on that one.
Look at you!
Dude.
Look at you!
Oh, man.
That's my weekly
By
what
the way,
the
this
F.
is what it's normally like with Juhadre. Every 5 seconds is a freaking pun.
Have you heard about the corduroy pillow?
Let's hear it.
Well, have you?
No!
That's weird. It's making headlines everywhere.
I didn't hear that one. I just didn't remember it.
That's one of my players' favorite jokes. She makes me tell it like every couple of weeks.
Yeah. That's...
It also lost a button.
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. Okay.
What do you have?
Anyways, okay, so my what the F story. So I called my back up. I got new couches. That's why there's a couch here in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Because my wife went to Bleen's house to check out his new apartment. They invited us over for dinner. And we got home that night, and she looks at our couch. She looked me right in the eyes, and with the tone that you just cannot argue with when you have a wife, she says, I want new couches. And I said, yes, ma'am. 2 days later, we went out and bought a love seat and a sofa.
There you go.
Yeah, a new set. It's awesome. I have to wait till Monday, and everybody knows I'm not a patient person.
No, you are not.
When I want something done, I'm going to do it. But I didn't have to pay for shipping, so I'm just going to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not hauling those upstairs. Anyways, so I called my grandma to tell her about my new couches, because my family really likes hearing how good I do, because my brother's a dumbass. He is a shit stain on the planet.
Okay. Moving on.
Yes. Anyways, so he's in the homeless shelter, and here's how stupid he is. He gets kicked out of the homeless shelter because he's that stupid. Bear with me. He mooches off his girlfriend, who he calls his wife. They are not married. It's a big deal in our family. You're not married. Stop doing that. Anyways, I mean, do what you want, but stop calling it what it's not. Anyways, so they've been trying to apply for help with getting housing through the homeless shelter, because they have a program that does that. They finally got approved for an apartment because his girlfriend is a manager at McDonald's.
Okay.
We're not going to say any names, but after they got approved for the apartment, she finally decided, okay, I now have the apartment. I'm going to quit my job. She did not have another one lined up. They have a little girl, and they owe half the rent.
Okay. So, let me get this straight. She worked part-time at the McDonald's.
Full-time.
Full-time. They got an apartment.
Through the Roads Home program, meaning they have to prove that they have some kind of income.
And then quit her job.
Roads Home. I don't even know what. Yeah, Roads Home. That's what the program's called, or whatever. That's what he called it. Yeah. So after they got approved for it, which she had to prove her income. Because it's one of those low-income housing programs where they say, okay, we'll pay this much. You got to pay it this much. Then she quits her job after that. After they got approved.
How are you going to pay your rent?
I don't know. She's not pretty.
Well, what the F?
Yeah. What the F?
She's not pretty. Come on, man.
No. She's not. And the reason why she quit her job is she couldn't handle all the shit that was going on at work. And I'm like, you work at McDonald's, first off. And welcome to America.
Yeah.
There's always going to be shit somewhere in the job.
Always.
Always. I love my job, and there's a lot of crap.
Indeed.
But I love it. Bleen, you love your job?
I do love my job, but
And as we
there's
heard-
a lot of crap.
There's a lot of crap. Yeah. Anyway, so what the F?
That's a good entry.
Yeah. So there's my entry. Bleen, do you have an entry?
It's not nearly as good as yours.
Mine are always good. I know.
Mine's
'cause I get super pissed
I
about
have a specific example of this week, but it's more in general. What the F?
Okay.
So it actually has to do with our couches that you were talking about, and finding out you were buying some new ones. Moose.
Yeah, we'll bleep it.
Sorry, but Moose said we intimidated Alvatross into getting a new couch. I said,
Which isn't correct.
No, that is not the correct word.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've been looking at couches for about 6 months now. So no.
So we decided the correct word he was looking for was influence
Yeah.
or inspired. One of those two.
I'd say you inspired me to buy it faster, sooner.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
So that one he just misspoke. Maybe didn't remember the word correctly. But what the F is for people who use words that have no idea what they mean.
I'm glad we're having this obloquious conversation right now.
Because I don't
So
know exactly
inconceivable!
where that...
Do you remember that one?
Inconceivable?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you know what that word means.
So if you don't know what a word means, don't use it because it can get you in trouble sometimes.
Oh, yes, it can. Yeah. So what the F, Moose?
Is no one gonna ask what obloquious means?
You know what? I'm just so used to you knowing random words that I don't know. That sure.
I have a good idea of what it means.
I'll bite.
But I don't
What does
know
it
the
mean?
exact definition.
It means public criticism.
And there's the word of the week. Obloquious.
That's the adjective form. The noun is obloquy.
Look, people, this is now an educational podcast.
It's actually true. We do have a lot of obloquious comments.
We do. I usually learn my new words at the gas station though, because they've upgraded to the big screen. And usually says, here's the word of the day. And I'm just like
All right. Well then, those are our three entries.
Yeah, those are our 3 entries. Okay, I will be posting this after, and I'm not going to forget this time. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Once the podcast is posted, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do it after.
Yeah. I think it's better that way.
Yeah.
So
that takes it.
What?
I was going to say, that takes us out of this. What the F?
Oh, that was a left click. Oops. And so, Albatross, with the end of that segment, I have more character questions for you.
Okay, well, I'm listening.
So we've talked animals, we've talked hybrids, we've talked spiders.
Okay, well then I got one for you.
What's that?
Okay. When you play a video game, what do you pick, male or female?
It really depends.
Does it?
I would tell you this. So right now, one of my favorite games is Diablo 3. Mm-hmm. I think that each class has a gender that is better than the other.
Now, are you going off of stereotypical thoughts on that?
No, I just think that the models and what they do in the game, their abilities and spells, it feels more fluid.
Okay,
that way
I can
to
understand
me.
that.
So, for example, I typically play a monk, and the female monk, to me, is better than the male.
Okay, that's funny because when I play as a crusader, I like to pick female because it reminds me of, oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Why is this so bad? She makes a promise to the Stark's mother, and she's just, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Whose mother?
Hold on. It's off of Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's why I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't watch that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look this up.
But that's actually funny you say that
Game
because
of Thrones cast.
The female monk reminds me of my favorite League of Legends character, which is one reason why I like that. Riven. Yeah, the short white hair. She's always been my favorite. I love Riven so much. I can't play her anymore.
Yeah, she's changed a lot.
She hasn't changed much. It's just she's so intense. When I first picked her up, I played her nonstop every day for like the whole free week. Mm-hmm. Every day. And then when I finally got enough points to buy her in the game...
Brienne of Tarth is who I'm thinking of. Great. She's this big badass. Mm-hmm. Her armor is just... She's built like a dude in here, and just a woman that just tears through everybody. And I love it. Because I think women are just underrated. Everybody thinks that women are just not tough. When I'm like... I know a lot of women that could punch like a dude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, sorry to pause that. That's all
right. But that's what I mean. The Demon Hunter is a male for me. Just always will be.
Okay,
the Barbarian, male. What is it called? I always forget what they're called. The Voodoo guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's
Witch Doctor.
The Witch Doctor. I was thinking female.
I do male.
Oh, really? Because I think of the lady from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, Callisto?
Khaleesi? No, that's from Game of Thrones. Calypso, yeah.
That's the one.
I always think of her every time I pick the character. I'm like, oh no, I gotta go female on that.
Yeah, and then the wizard, female. Just every class to me has one. It's weird.
That's weird because I just have a different association.
Yeah. And I don't know what made those associations other than the monk one, obviously, like I explained. But everything else, I don't know. I don't understand.
No, it's interesting how just everybody has a difference in opinion, and I respect that. But that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that was my question.
So. And what about you? Do you have let's say Skyrim, because you build a character in that, do you choose specifically or do you?
No, I just go to whatever I'm in the mood with. That's different. I don't pick that. I do remember picking a male character. I was the Nordic, and I did research finding the hottest woman in the character in the game you can marry.
I'm so proud of you.
It actually made my wife very upset at first.
I believe that.
Why are you picking her? I'm like, because she's the most attractive. What? And I was just like, it's just a game. Calm down.
You know what you say after that is,
I
you
love
know
you.
I would pick you if you were in the game.
Actually, I joked and said I wouldn't.
Oh.
And she's like, what? And I was like, you're too much. You're too above me. I'm not worthy. And she was, whatever. No, but when it comes, let's go off Diablo 3 again. When I pick Barbarian, I usually pick male because, again, Thor, in my opinion,
right.
he's a type of Barbarian. Now he's more sophisticated, but when I go Witch Doctor, like we said, I like female. With the Monk, I do male. When it was the Crusader, I did say doo-doo. Crusader, female. When it goes, what's the other character that? The new, what was one of the new
Necromancer.
ones? Necromancer, I think male, because I'm just like, I don't like thinking of women as creepy like that, because when I think Necromancer, I think creepy, and just, I think...
It is creepy.
I think old man, creepy, wizardy crap.
Okay.
And then there was the other new class that came out with the...
There are no other new
No, there was
classes.
only one. Okay, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But
and I like talking about that because characters are what draw you into the game. You know, the story's nice.
You got to relate to it.
Exactly. And we talked about that in our episode called What Makes It.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about that, but we never really went in depth about why. Why are the characters important? Why does it matter if you...
Well, personally, I think there is a personal bond between them.
Yeah.
And that's why you pick what you pick, because it's that connection. How you feel a certain way with the gender of it. And again, I'm sorry, there's only male and female you can pick in the game, so that's why we're calling it those.
I'm not sorry.
I just don't care to offend anybody.
Now,
What?
Nothing.
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 I can just see the thought boiling in your boiling in there.
I think that's a nice place to call this one.
Oh, you know what? I'm good with that.
We talked a lot of characters. So what's
tweet
your
us.
favorite?
What is your opinion on a character? Who do you think your favorite human creature hybrid is? Who's your worst? Burn all spiders.
Every time.
Just burn them. Burn them.
Every time.
If I had enough money, I would. I'd burn the apartment down.
Well, don't forget to follow us on social media at Juhadre on Twitter. Also, follow us personally at Juhadre.
At Alvatross17.
And that Glean 3 N's.
With 3 N's.
With
yes.
3 N's. And for all other things, check us out on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, the Rated R Esports YouTube page, and we also have an email, jupadrepod@outlook.com.
Yes.
All of that is available on our Slink.
Yep, which you can find if you go to the Juhadre page on Twitter. It's just right there. Click it, takes you to everything. And that's it for us. Have a good week.